police-to-police launch Nemesis.
Go ahead, Sydney Water Police.
Yeah, attend location at the Lark Wreck. There's a diver there who's reported his diving buddy missing. We got Harvey on the way.
He's not up! He's not up! All right, look, we're gonna go back down.
Hey, no, settle down. Settle down, okay? I don't want to go in the water looking for you as well, all right? Now, what's your dive buddy's name?
Gary Parsons.
How long's he been down?
About 40 minutes.
He's been down 40 minutes, Dave. Right. Now, just settle down yourself here. Relax a bit. Get your breath back. These guys are good, okay? They'll bring him up.
Go.
I told you, no overtime. Take some time off instead.
Look, you already owe me for 62 hours, right? At this rate, I'll be having a year off.
Hey, I got a budget to keep.
Jeff, surveillance. They're getting really anxious to know about the operation on the water. Well, what's going on?
We've got a diver in trouble.
Yeah, his name's Gary Parsons. He's under surveillance.
Yeah, for what?
He's just served 5 years for jewellery theft. The dogs are interested in the loot. $1.2 million worth of black opals, not recovered.
Opals. You know the Romans considered them bad luck.
Hey. Dogs reckon that Parsons had a girlfriend, and Nicola Sheldrake. She's done time as an accessory.
All right. Are the locals doing the death knot?
Yeah.
Good.
Hey, guys. Apparently it was his second time down. Dave says he was caught in the wreck by the ankle. Ran out of air and drowned, poor guy.
How's his mate?
Scott Murphy, still in shock.
Hey, is that Parsons' gear?
Yeah, it all looks fine. Tank's completely empty, but I'll do a pressure test on the hose and see if there's any leakage. I'd just like to know how that guy lost an inexperienced diver down there. See you up there. Yeah. Hey, Tommy, you want to come and give me a hand?
Yeah.
We'd been down there for about 20 minutes. When I turned around, Gary was swimming in the other direction.
Had you cautioned him to stay with you at all times?
Of course, it was his first open water dive.
Did you go after him?
Yeah, but he just disappeared out of sight. I searched in an arc pattern for about 15 minutes, and I figured it was better just to surface, call for help, get a fresh tank.
You're a qualified diving instructor.
Yeah, I got my ticket. I run a dive school at Middle Harbour.
Gary rang me up after he got released, said he wanted some lessons.
All right, so you knew he'd been in prison?
Oh, yeah, Gary did over the jewellery store he worked at. He's a mad bastard.
You see, I'm not a diver, it goes without saying, but isn't it a bit adventurous to dive on a wreck your second time?
I know. I wasn't happy about it, but he insisted.
It was Gary's idea to do the wreck?
Yeah. And he's not the type you argue with.
You know the opals he stole were never recovered?
Yeah, I read about it.
Did you ask him about him?
What, and have him think I was after him? Are you kidding?
Do you know his girlfriend, Nicola Sheldrake?
Nikki, yeah, I met her once or twice before Gary did the robbery.
That's not him, Makes you wonder. Hey, Nicola Sheldrake?
No. And you are?
Detective Goldstein, Christie, Water Police.
Hello.
You are?
Janine Baxter. I'm her parole officer.
Right.
Well, I assume you're here about Gary. Yeah, the local police broke the news about an hour ago. She's very upset, as you can imagine.
Just a few questions, won't take long.
Nikki, these are detectives from the Water Police. If you're not up to talking to them, you don't have to. Why did Gary die?
Moment, it seems like a diving accident.
He just couldn't wait. As soon as he got out, he wanted to do it all. Diving, learning to fly. The only thing he did was the diving because he got free lessons from a friend.
Scott Murphy.
Sounds right.
You know him?
Met him a few times years ago, that's all.
Right, you didn't meet him again when Gary took up diving?
Look, I've been trying to stay away from Gary and his friends.
I'd say you've broken up.
I had plenty of time to figure out Gary's no good for me.
Look, did Gary and you ever discuss these opals, these stolen opals?
Look, if that's what you're after, I can't help. Gary never told me where they were, and I didn't want to know either. Got myself into enough trouble as it was. Jesus, I know Gary was no angel, but he didn't deserve to die, you know? He'd done his time. He just wanted to get on with his life. Go straight, like me.
Look, we got nothing to prove that Parsons' death wasn't an accident.
No, there's something very sus about this, right? I mean, no one seems to know about these opals. I mean, Murphy says he didn't even ask about them. Right, I mean, do you believe that, I don't know, you wouldn't get drunk with a mate and you might mention it? I mean, Murphy knows that this guy's sitting on $1 million worth of stolen goods. You'd ask. You would.
Ah, look, even if I went with this idea that Murphy knew that Parsons had these opals, right, what is saying? That he took him down diving in gear from his own dive shop and he murdered him and then he reported the body missing?
Well, maybe he's been too clever, right?
Yeah, right. Where's this coming from?
This is gut instinct, right?
Oh,
this is nous.
right.
Death was from saltwater drowning. The injuries to the ankle consistent with someone struggling to get themselves out of a wreck. There's nothing to suggest it was suspicious at all.
Bad luck about the gut instinct. Must have been something you ate.
Hey. This isn't conclusive, all right? We've got the toxicology report. Dave's checking out the gear. Yeah?
I think you're grabbing at straws, Rachel.
Oh, come on. Look, Parsons is out of jail for a week. The first thing he wants to do is go diving. Then he turns up dead. His best mate, Scott Murphy, he's alive. All right, something is going on here. Something is sus.
Look, as far as the post-mortem's concerned, it was an accident.
Yeah, okay. But I reckon, right, this guy, Scott Murphy, he finds out about the opals. He just can't help himself.
Righto. Have a chat to Dave. See what he's got to say.
Right, excellent. Then I reckon we should put a tail on this guy, Scott Murphy, all right? Hey.
Nothing wrong with the dive gear.
Nothing at all?
Checks out fine.
So we're back to a diving accident, eh?
No, it just means there was nothing wrong with Parsons' gear. Look, anything could have happened down there. I wouldn't be surprised if it was murder.
How do we prove that?
Oh, you go and check the wreck where the body was found.
All right, well, while you're down there, David, do you reckon you could do a bit of treasure hunting for me?
So you reckon there'd be opals down there?
Yeah, well, I reckon that's why they were diving in the first place, right?
Rachel, what are you talking about? Treasure hunting? I mean, if Murphy killed Parsons, he's not going to leave him down there. His boat's been...
He might have left them so we can go back later on and
So
pick
look,
them
if I
up.
go down
He
there...
might have stashed them anyway.
If I go down there looking for it, what is it I'm actually looking for?
All right, you're looking for a container containing $1.2 million worth of black
And how
opals.
big do we think that'd be?
Yeah, how big is that?
Well, it might...
You got a lot of opals at
pencil
home?
case, size of a pencil case, all right?
About that big. Is it? Well, that big.
We've searched the entire wreck, Sarge. There's nothing.
We'll extend the search 2 metres outside the wreck. We'll go from there, all right?
Okay, understood. Like looking for buried treasure, hey, Sarge?
She's been reading again.
Hang on, what's that? I think we've got something, Dave.
Doesn't look like it's been in the water very long.
Oh, that's a bit of a coincidence, isn't it? A brand new lock and chain found metres from the body.
What are you saying? That he knocked him out underwater? That he chained him up with this? That he waited till his air ran out and then he unchained him? And he put him in the wreck?
Stranger things have happened, you know.
What? Like the Easter Bunny?
No, like sleeping with you.
Sure.
Hey.
Yeah, just run and check the photographs. Sorry. Yep. And you've got the red show number?
Woman in the water! Go! Right behind you.
Got it!
Yeah?
Yeah, okay, I got her.
Valley, I've lost all my
It's all right.
money.
It's all right. Can you tell us your name?
There was
get her
this
inside.
man. He's got my money. He's got everything
Where was this?
in a street.
In a street near here?
I don't know.
Well, did you get a good look at the man?
No, he grabbed me from behind. He took my bag and...
What?
Darling.
Come on. But what were you doing on the wharf?
I was coming to see you.
Yeah, but how did you end up in the water, Mum?
I don't know. I was just a bit dazed.
She's still in shock from being jumped by that guy.
You're lucky that he didn't hurt you more. Do you want to see a doctor?
No, I'm right.
Come on, let's get you out of here.
Johnson, I haven't finished taking your statement yet.
Well, can you do it later? Now, where are your things, then?
What things?
Well, if you come to stay, Mum, you've got to have clothes.
He took everything.
So you had 2 bags?
No. Just one big one.
Come on.
You feeling better now, Elaine?
Fine, thanks, Helen.
You tell me your mum was coming to stay.
No, I didn't know.
Hey, I got the surveillance report here from the dogs.
Oh, finally. Anything interesting?
No, not really. It says here they stopped tailing Nikki Sheldrake 2 weeks after she got out of jail.
Oh, well, she'd be going straight for sure.
Oh, yeah, she served 4.5 years as an accomplice, please.
That's a lot, isn't it? She must have had a bit to do with this robbery.
Yeah, well, the police prosecutor thought that she planned the whole thing.
She planned it.
Yep, but Parsons denied it.
Planned it? She must know where those opals are, yeah?
Maybe she did. Maybe she wanted them all to herself and she was just waiting around to get rid of Parsons.
Exactly. Maybe she teamed up with Murphy, right? And they got rid of Parsons together. I reckon we should go and have a little chat with her.
No point. She's only going to give you the tears and tissue routine again. And even if you're right about her and Murphy, she'll just tip him off.
Hey, I know who we can talk to.
How often do you see Nicholas Sheldrake?
Once a week.
That's a lot, isn't it?
Well, Nikki's shown herself to be very keen to start her life over. I've applied to my supervisor for permission to see her weekly to support her in that. Well, Nikki admits she's easily, manipulated.
Right, has she ever talked to you about her exact involvement in this robbery?
No.
Did you ever ask her?
No. I prefer to concentrate on my clients' futures, not their pasts.
Do you know how often she saw Gary Parsons after he got out?
No. She said he kept calling, but she was trying to keep a distance.
Well, she met someone else.
Not that I'm aware of.
Would she tell you if she did?
My main aim is to develop a trusting relationship with my clients. I encourage them to tell me everything, how their job's going, who they're socialising with.
So they don't hook up with someone who might lead them astray? Is that sort of how...
That's right. Oh, look, why all the questions about Nikki? Do you suspect her of something? No?
No. We're just, you know, covering all angles. Look, so you've got no reason to believe that Nikki would get involved with someone without you knowing, is that right?
In my job, you get pretty good at picking liars. Now, Nikki is the genuine article. She doesn't want to go back inside.
All right, thanks.
So, how long are you planning to stay? Well, I hadn't really thought. It's just such a spur-of-the-moment thing. I just had to see my little girl. Still, it would have been better to call me, at least. I could have, you know, arranged to get some time off work.
Oh,
Now
don't
for
worry
my
about me. I can entertain myself.
Darling, I hate to ask this, but without my purse...
Yeah.
Like it's payday, huh? Here you go. 50 be enough, yeah?
I'm not sure. What do you think?
Yeah.
There you go. Thanks.
I'll pay you back. You must be hungry. Let me get you something.
Oh, cupboard's a bit bare.
Well, I got exactly the same as you got. Hey, is that your phone or is that mine?
It's me.
Ah, it's yours. Yours.
Yeah, Detective Christie.
Are you eating?
Ah, Meg, what's happened?
Nothing has happened all night, all right? They're just sitting here listening to you stuff your face.
Where's Murphy?
He's tucked up in bed, Jack, where I should be. No one's come or no one's gone.
OK, we'll get out to relieve you as soon as we can. See ya.
Nothing.
There's nothing going on.
There's something going on, all right. Just patience. If Murphy's got those opals, he'll make a move. He's not clever.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? This theory's going nowhere.
I thought Taylor's mother was robbed.
Yeah, and I thought she was carrying a bag before she went over the edge.
So what are you telling me now? She wasn't robbed?
Well, that's what we're trying to figure out.
Just put your people in the water to find the bag, Dave. Then we'll know one way or the other.
Come on, Dave. For Taylor's sake.
I tell you what, 20 minutes, OK? And you owe me one.
Huh? Get 35 minutes easy on that.
Jack, yeah, Murphy's on the move and he's got some dive gear with him.
Hey, what did I say about doing a runner? He's picking up the stuff.
He could just have a job on.
Oh, right, job picking up
opals.
opals.
Real obsessive streak, you know.
It's hers, all right. Elaine Johnson. Everything's here. Credit card, driver's license.
Bad photo.
No money.
What about the clothes you said she had? This bag is not big enough to go away with, right?
Guys, Scott Murphy's on the move. Get over to Middle Harbour, and I want you to take the unmarked boat.
Okay, got it. Yeah, take this. Lock it up, will ya?
Water police, 201 to Portable 1.
Portable 1 standing by.
Target's on the move out of Middle Harbour. He's in a dive boat. He's heading east along Grotto Point. You should be able to pick him up in North Harbour.
Portable 1 copy. We got that.
Jack, I've lost eyeball.
OK, just keep heading in the same direction he is.
Right, North Harbour. You'll need to turn right at Sydney Road, which is the next set of lights coming up.
Starting to smell those opals, eh, Rach?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, that's Murphy's boat, all right. He's heading due east. There's only one person on board.
Portable 1 to Water Police 200. They've sighted the boat. He's headed towards Connive Point. We'll stay wide, see which way he's headed. He's hugging the coastline at the moment.
Mick, you take Daly Road. We reckon he's heading towards the old quarantine station or Spring Cove.
Slowing down. Right, he's turning in.
Jack, he's headed into quarantine station.
All right, keep him in sight, but stay well back. It's a nice deserted place, yeah?
Okay.
Good place to hide some opals. Okay. All right, so we're turning right up here.
Do you reckon he's seen us?
Nope, doesn't look like it.
Okay, let's not push our luck.
Yeah, I see him. He's got company.
Oh, right. Look who it is. It's Nicky Sheldrake.
I think they said they didn't know each other, is that right?
I don't know what else they were lying about.
Yeah, it makes you wonder.
Yeah, because I always knew they were in on it together.
Oh, right. Yeah, I actually remember you saying that Murphy was just out on a job, wasn't he? Is that you?
Yeah, right.
Hey, Mick. How are you?
Hang on, buddy.
I reckon she's the one who got the location out of Parsons.
Yeah, and that Janine, eh? She can really pick a lock.
Yeah,
It's just a part of a job.
She's spot on, that one. She's great.
What's this?
All right, let's go find out.
Give us the coach, Nicky!
Hello, Tommy.
Down there! Hey, Murphy! Where are you going?
Right, buddy, we can do this. Come on! Get down!
That's it, Gab.
Tommy, give us a cut.
I wonder what's in here.
Empty, eh? I mean, I wouldn't feel too bad about this. Was you? I mean, don't make yourself sick about it.
I think that's enough, Jack, don't you? Right, so you chained Parsons to the wreck with this, and then you waited until he died, yeah?
No, I told you it was an accident, honest. The equipment checked out, didn't it?
Look, mate, you've already lied to us once. Why would we believe you now, huh?
Look, it's the truth. We didn't need to kill Gary to get the opals.
I just let him think we were still on together so he'd tell me where they were. I knew it was wrong. But I'd done 4.5 years. I wanted my share, I deserved it. But we didn't kill him. I swear, there's just no way I'd risk going back inside.
Nicky and I had it all planned. We had a buyer lined up. We were just going to take Nicky's share, sell them, and go to the Cook Islands.
The Cook Islands? Why the Cook Islands?
Nicky said it was a tax haven.
You know, it's very generous of you only to keep half the opals.
I knew if we got greedy, Gary'd come after us.
How come the case was empty?
I don't know. I mean, maybe someone else found them. Maybe they were just never there. Bloody Gary.
Maybe he spun Nicky a line, planning to keep all the opals for himself. I don't know.
Do you have any idea where these opals are?
No.
Look, does Nicky have any idea where these opals are? Does she?
If I wanted to keep them for myself, I would have. But, you know, I finally met a nice guy. He treats me well. Didn't want to make a fresh start all alone.
So we thought you could talk to Taylor since Elaine is your sister.
Oh, sister-in-law, much to Elaine's chagrin.
Helen, do you know if she's been having any problems lately? You know, some sort of emotional conditions or anything like that?
Like a mental breakdown, I mean, something medical, a blackout?
No idea. Look, you can leave it with me. I don't think there's much point in bothering Taylor yet.
But hang on, this is her mum. I mean, she's got a right to know if there's something up with her.
And I'll tell her. Now, you asked for my advice.
Come on, Gav. Thanks, Helen. So,
Peter. Thanks.
Oh, Jeff, I'm going to take some time in lieu. Family business.
Oh, is everything all right?
Oh, yes, fine.
Okay.
I think we should have given Taylor the bag.
yeah, well, it's family business, all right? Let Helen sort it out.
Pissed off.
just like to run through what we've actually got here.
I know what we've got.
Yeah,
I know what we've got
okay.
here.
Right, we've got a padlock and a chain, right? We've got two people who lied about knowing each other. We've got an empty suitcase. We've got a fortune in missing opals, and we've got a dead diver. That's it. I know you know.
Oh, look, here's something. Right, Scott Murphy. He forfeited on his mortgage payments. He owes 20 grand.
Oh, that's good. That's great. But, you know, unfortunately, in a court of law, you know, defaulting on your mortgage payment doesn't make you a murderer.
Sorry. I just took a call from Nicholas Sheldrake. She claims Scott Murphy's been at her place. He was abusive and violent. She said he's on his way to see Janine Baxter.
What's he got to do with Janine Baxter?
I don't know. But I've got a good feeling about this. I'm feeling good about this.
I don't.
So, you don't think she was robbed?
Well, up until they gave me the bag this morning. Absolutely I did.
Why didn't you tell me about it then?
Well, Taylor, it was odd. I wanted to investigate.
Investigate?
Look, has she borrowed any money from you lately? Because I think she's got serious money problems. Has she not mentioned anything to you?
No, she hasn't.
Well, she went to a pawnbroker's today and she hocked a portable CD player. Now, I've got the serial number. Do you own one?
No. Jeez, Helen, you're following her? You're accusing her of stealing? This is my mum we're talking about here. Why didn't you tell me about this straight away?
Look, I tell you what. Here's the bag. You go and sort it out.
Yeah, I will. Thanks.
Just leave it.
No.
Just leave it. Leave it. Just tell me what happened, okay?
It was Murphy. You know, he came in, he went crazy, he was blaming me, he was...
How long ago did he leave?
About 5 minutes ago.
Let's just have a look at your Murphy.
Oh, Ricky. Oh, thank God you're all right. I thought he'd
Go and
hurt
check
you.
him out. Right here, yeah.
Okay, my bet is Murphy will take his boat, so I'll meet you at his dive shop, okay?
Will do. See ya. Hey, Taylor.
Hey, Speedy.
Going out for a while.
I told Murphy it was over between us.
I thought you wanted to start a new life together.
I'd been having doubts. You know, I've spent my whole life relying on men. I thought it was time I stood on my own 2 feet for a change. Jesus, Scott went crazy. He swore at me, smashed my place up.
Why did he come here?
He was furious. He was blaming me for breaking them up.
You? What was he blaming you for?
Because Janine has been helping me, you know, advising me to stay away from his kind.
His kind?
That's right. Well, when I told Janine about Murphy, she made me realise he was just using me to get his hands on the opals.
Look, he was out of control. You know, he was blaming me for everything going wrong. He's just crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I realise you need a statement from us both.
Yeah.
But can it wait till later? We'd both like to calm down a bit first.
Yeah, of course. Of course. We'll contact you later. Thank you. Yeah. Look, whatever you can find, all right? You know, financial history, work history, just whatever. Yeah? Thanks. Okay, I'll be in touch. Ta.
What's it go? Just gone inside. You go around the back, I'll take the front. Hey, Scott. I'd like to have a chat to you, mate, about your assault on Janine Baxter. Hey. Come on, mate.
Just a minute of your time, Mr. Murphy. That's all.
On a bit of a rampage, mate. You want to tell us what that was about? What were you looking for, the opals?
I bloody deserved them. She ripped me off, the bitch.
Who did?
I won't go down for her. I won't. It was her idea.
What was, mate? What'd you do? Scott!
Killing Parsons. I mean, she never paid up. It was all a lie. Just lies. I was a bloody fool.
Just put down your weapon, Scott, okay? Just tell us what happened.
Stop!
Detective Riley, I'm at Murphy's dive shop, Middle Harbour. We require urgent assistance. We've got an offender armed with a spear gun.
Stay back, all right? Just stay back. You stay away from me.
Drop the weapon.
Stay away.
Drop that spear gun down.
Stay away.
This isn't going to solve your problem.
Drop it. Drop the weapon.
Stay away.
Drop it.
Stay away from me.
Shoot.
He's still alive, Jack.
The doctor said it'll be a couple of hours before we can interview Murphy.
Yeah, for what it's worth, he admitted he killed Parsons before he hit the deck.
I suppose he mentioned where the opals were.
Nah, crime scene went through his whole place. No sign of them.
All right. Morning.
Morning, sir.
Need more? Just until I sort something out with the bank. Some problem faxing my signature through, something like that.
Well, $40, that's all I got.
That'll have to do. Catch you later, love. Mum. Hello. You found it.
You were never robbed, were you, Mum? It's all because of this, isn't it?
3264. 3264. Hey, Helen, have you got anything for me?
Oh, have I? Yes, I have. I meant to give these to you earlier. And I haven't even had a chance to go through them yet. So, do you think you can take care of it? I've actually got to go out for a minute.
Yeah, no worries. I'll keep an eye out for it.
Good.
You all right?
Oh, well, nothing terminal.
Everything all right? I've lost everything. Savings, the lot. I've borrowed off one too many friends. I hit rock bottom a couple of days ago. I thought if I could just get here, see you, I'd find my feet again. But when I got off the bus...
You went gambling again. Why?
Ever since I left your father.
That was years ago, Mum. Helen, this isn't a good time.
I know, I'm sorry. Look, I have to talk to Elaine and I have to talk to you. G'day. Look, I wish there was an easier way around this, but there isn't. Elaine, that CD player you had this morning...
Yeah, it's stolen.
Right. So you've been shoplifting and selling the stuff at hock shops, is that right?
To pay gambling debts.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'll wait outside.
guys, get this. Janine Baxter went to Japan about 3 months ago, stayed for 2 days, and then, get this, several times to the Cook Islands, stayed no longer than 36 hours.
Cook Islands, isn't that where Murphy and Nicky were going to run off to? That's a tax haven.
Exactly. Nicky's got this joint account there.
Yeah?
Guess who with?
Who with? Come on.
Gone for the blue again. This photo.
Blue.
the old
That's
cop
all
shop.
pretty informal.
Yeah. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for joining us here.
Well, I realise I have to make a statement about the assault.
Right. This is our office.
Us? Oh, I cut to the chase, Miss Baxter. We know about the Cook Island account.
Do you want to take a seat? Here we go. Park yourself down here. Yeah. We also know about this Japanese holiday of yours.
Yeah, you're only in Tokyo a couple of days. Why is that? You don't like sushi? Or you run out of black opals to sell?
I don't have to explain my holidays.
That's right. But, you know, $1 million was transferred into the Cook Island account a couple of days after you left Tokyo.
We always thought the opals were worth a bit more than that, didn't we? What, you go to a dodgy dealer, didn't get a good price?
And you know a funny thing, Janine? The entire amount was withdrawn from the Cook Island account just last week.
It can't have been.
Sorry? Oh, no, apparently it's a joint account, right? You only need one signature to make withdrawal.
Yeah, this is the fax we got from the Cook Islands. You see, here's a signature here. We couldn't quite make it out. Is that an N there? Is it an N?
Yeah, what is that?
Nicky. Nicky. There we go.
Hey.
Hey. Mum's going back up to Coffs. She's promised to get some help up there. Part of her bail conditions.
Was there anything I can do to help?
You should have told me, Gav.
Look, I wanted to, but, you know, Helen said that she'd take care of it, and
Even so, you should have told me. I mean, I thought we were supposed to be friends here.
Friends, huh? You know, I thought we'd be more than that.
Look, it was just one of those things that wasn't meant to last.
Who says?
You were going through a really hard time.
Right, okay, so you just slept with me out of pity. Or was that all it meant to you at the time? Huh?
At the time, of course not, Gavin. I'm trying to be honest here, and I just wish you could have been honest to me about my mum, that's all.
Well, I wanted to. I just didn't know where we were going, so, I didn't want to get it wrong. But I did, and I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know you are.
Look, I don't think Nicky's as fragile as you think she is. She can look after herself.
She needed me. When I said someone else should take over her case, she tried to kill herself. We were just meant to be together.
Lonely dyke. She was a pushover.
So why did you seduce her?
I had to get the Opals out of the country before Gary got out. I was on parole. I couldn't go anywhere. I needed someone I could trust.
I just didn't stop to think it through. I said we were going to have this wonderful life together. So I went to the national park. I dug them up, took them to Japan, and sold them.
Well, how does Scott Murphy and the diving accident come into it then?
I had to get rid of Gary. He would have come after me. Janine wasn't up for the job, so I cracked onto Murphy. Poor bastard thought he was in. So he killed Gary, no problem. Then I got the idiot to fall for the empty case and dumped him. Well, he didn't take that too well.
Gary was killed. I thought that was an accident. There's no way. Nicky wouldn't.
I had them all fooled. It shouldn't have gone wrong. But what'll I get, huh? Accessory to murder? Good lawyer, and I'll be out in 5.
Taylor, look, I think I was a little
Sergeant,
insensitive
I really
today.
can't talk. I've got to get Mum to the bus. I'm sorry.
Hey. Nasty piece of work. You know, some women have just got it.
What?
Oh, they're just irresistible. They just get their hooks in you and they never let you go.
Oh, yeah, like me, eh?
Yeah. What nasty piece of work.